Good morning. I thought that I would check in this morning and redo the video that Kirk and I tried to do last night. This is all really new to me, so I'm still trying to figure it out, but oops, we made a mistake. So I thought I'd let you guys know how we ended up here. It won't be as much fun because Kirk's not with me, so I'll make sure to get him back on here. But yeah, this has been, again, quite a big whirlwind, but you know, I was pregnant for the last year, it feels like, and then postpartum now 4 months. I was feeling a bit distended in my stomach, but I have diastasis recti, where your abs split from bearing children, and I knew that it was kind of a problem, and I thought, oh, maybe I'm swollen up here, so maybe it's tight, maybe that has something to do with it. I had never had it before. And I saw a physiotherapist, and she was like, something's not right, you should see a specialist. So I went to go see a doctor, and she looked right at me and was like, yeah, let's get some blood work and get you an ultrasound. So I saw her on Thursday, and by Friday I was in the emergency room. She said my liver enzymes came back really high, and she didn't know why, and I needed to go to the emergency room on Memorial Day weekend. Ugh. So from there, I got a CAT scan, and a doctor came back after my CAT scan and said, I don't know how to tell you this. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And by the 3rd time, I was like, what are you gonna tell me? And he was like, you have a 21 centimeter tumor on your liver. And he's like, you know, that looking back, I knew he knew it was cancer, but he couldn't tell me. So from there, I met an internal medicine doctor that was in the emergency room in the hospital, and she basically said, I said, this is pretty serious, huh? And she said, yeah, I feel like this is cancer, but I can't, you know, if you're asking me if this is cancer, I'd say yes, but I can't guarantee anything right now at this stage. So they admitted me overnight, holiday weekend still, and I got an MRI. I got an MRI, and more blood work came back. So by that Saturday afternoon, I was already meeting with an oncologist, and because my blood work came back, the MRI showed that we're pretty much dealing with cancer, and we were basically given a 5% chance that this wasn't cancer from the very beginning. No one ever has said the word benign since the minute I got in the hospital. At one point, they were looking at some rare form of cancer, liver cancer, that in the end, I think we're all really relieved that it's not that, because colon cancer is more commonly seen and treated, so and is treatable. But anyways, so met with the oncologist. You know, she doesn't normally meet that early on, but because of the unique circumstances of this giant tumor on my liver and 4 months postpartum, and somebody's completely healthy and young, because I guess I'm still young, even though I don't feel like it right now. You know, she just wanted to stop in and see if I had any questions for her. And so by Monday, I got sent home because I couldn't get a biopsy any sooner because of the holiday weekend. So by Tuesday, I got a biopsy, which is crazy. Like, I haven't had a buzz, or I haven't gotten drunk in so long, or felt any sort of high for like over a year, because I've been pregnant forever. And so I was on a surgical table, and I was like, okay, am I gonna feel any pain? They're like, no. And I'm like, great, I don't want to feel any more. And as somebody who has had 2 natural childbirths, you would think that I would be against drugs, but I wasn't. I'm not right now. They made me feel so good for a short amount of time, but I unfortunately did come down off of them pretty hard. But anyways, I got a biopsy on Tuesday. Wednesday, I recovered from that. Thursday, we met with the oncologist, and so a week hadn't even gone by yet before all of this stuff had happened, and the wave of cancer, no cancer, cancer. You know, we knew we were going in there to hear, yes, I would have cancer, but we didn't know what kind. So when we got in there, she was like, we're dealing with stage 4 colon cancer, and because it transfers to my liver. So when it transfers to another major organ, it automatically becomes stage 4. Is how I was told to believe. So she explained to us that I have somewhere in my colon a tumor that is not bothering me, causing no obstruction, no pain, no blood in my colon. But somewhere it has traveled, all the way up into my liver. And I, again, have about an 8-inch tumor on my liver. I have lesions throughout, and I have tumors in my abdomen, swollen lymph nodes, and then again the one in the colon. So it is spread, it is metastasized. And from there, you know, she wanted to start treatment right away. She looked at me and was like, you're sick, you have all the side effects, you're symptomatic, we need to get you well. And the idea is that starting chemotherapy and immune therapy right away. So the next day I was in Tri-City Hospital getting a port, and then Monday I started chemotherapy. It's been crazy, you guys. If it seems like a lot, it is. But we're getting through it. It's been crazy. I wish I had another word for it, but it's been a whirlwind. You know, when somebody tells you you have cancer, it kind of feels like you just took a hammer to the face. So each time we heard it, it was pretty emotional, pretty hard, and we would cry about it, you know, that deep cry where your head just goes to dark places, and then you go numb. At least this is our experience. And then you kind of make jokes about it, or you laugh about it because you're like, I can't believe this is my life right now. But you know, we're both pretty positive people, but we've learned to be very realistic in this situation. So we're trying to work through that. But we feel pretty good. We've got some really good second opinions about my oncologist, and you know, I'd never seen Kirk act this way before. He was very protective, very stiff, all business. You know, Kirk's fun, loving, joking, and he wasn't really like that for a minute, but he's come around and he's back to his normal self, and he's just Operation Let's Get You Better. So we have an incredible support system near and far. We have, my mom came out and Kirk's mom came out. So right now we're pretty covered with the girls and me and Kirk. But it definitely takes a team, man. We've had love and support near and far, like I said, and, you know, friends dropping off food and friends just sitting in chemo. So it's just been, we couldn't do this alone, and we can't do this without any of you. So I feel the love. I really do. I feel the love like I've never felt it before. And it's such a weird experience all around. But you guys are making this easier in so many ways. Again, I wish Kirk was here for this just because he's a lot more fun. But we'll pop back in later. I get my port or not my port, my pump. I have a handy dandy little pump that puts chemo in me for 2 days straight. That comes off today, and then we'll see what and if any side effects start to happen. So pretty exhausted today, but I guess that's to be expected. I hope you guys are all great. We love you, and have a beautiful day.